You are tuned in to a Fireside Chat with Zany Mystic. Join us now on another exciting metaphysical journey. Relax, tune in, drop out, and take a seat by the fire as we explore new realms and possibilities. This is Magenta Pixie. You can find me at magentapixie.weebly.com. But now, here is Zany Mystic and guest. Enjoy the show.
Greetings, and welcome to a Fireside Chat with Zany Mystic. I am your host, Lance White. Tonight, my guest is Maureen Moss. Maureen is a globally acclaimed four-time author, national keynote speaker, powerful living/energy coach, and the president and executive producer of the World Puja Network, which is located at www.worldpuja.org. It's now in its 11th year of empowering and global broadcasting that changes lives in more than 139 countries. Her highly acclaimed books, Commitment to Love, Transforming Human Nature into Divine Nature, The Nature of Bliss, Balance, Love, Integrity, Sexuality, Soul, and God's Promise have opened hearts and minds from South Africa to South Carolina. Maureen's 5 life-changing, powerful CDs, Transformation, Cosmic Wisdom, How a Powerful Woman Awakens, The Hierarchy Takes You to the Heavens, and The 5 Contemplations of Bliss have also garnered worldwide acclaim. Maureen has devoted the past 25 years to bring awareness to the blueprint necessary to manifest, create, activate, and keep intact sacred relationships both personally and globally. Philanthropically, she is devoted to empowering families in crisis and homeless children. So, let's welcome Maureen to the show now and talk to her live. Hi, Maureen. How are you?
I'm really great. Thank you. Thanks for saying all of that. That was wonderful.
Yeah, well.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Pleasure. I thought, we can talk about whatever you like. This is basically your show since you're the guest. And we might want to go back a little bit in time and talk about the changes in consciousness that are happening and how we are arriving at a point where we need to be able to work with the new energies and what those new energies are and the integrity that's needed at this time.
Well, I'll tell you, I'll answer any question you ask me about that. You ask, I'll answer, sir.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. What are the energies that are coming in at this time?
Well, the energies, actually, we just had quite a download on the vernal equinox, and as Archangel Metatron calls it, it was a cosmic trigger of energy, an energy impulse that actually came directly from the 11th and 12th dimension. It came directly from the Father Creator and the Mother Creator, which is original thought and original feeling. And this energy has not been, Lance, on this planet for more than 35,000 years.
Wow.
And what it was really doing is depositing new key codes for us to activate some dormant DNA, to activate some latent consciousness, to open up some new neural pathways, and to align with the planetary alignment and the new crystalline grid of our Divine Mother of Earth. It was really, and these energies actually are going, the big portal opened on the 20th, which was the equinox, and will continue to downpour until the 10-10-10. So the energies on this planet right now, some people everybody's experiencing them differently. And if you know how to play in them and you know how to align with them, just absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal and fun, and it's compelling, and it really allows us the opportunity to really start to recognize, realize, and implement the divine natures that we have been really waiting to fully inhabit for eons and eons and eons of time. This is really a very, very, it's an awesome time to be on this planet. It really is.
Well, would you say that this is part of some kind of divine blueprint that's unfolding for us, or is this winging it in the moment, or how does all of that work?
Well, it certainly is a part of the divine blueprint. This has been, this was put into motion a long time ago. I mean, lifetimes and lifetimes for us ago. And as people talk about the Mayan calendar and the 2012 and the ending there, this is an actual ending of a cycle. Cycles all have beginnings and endings. And 2012 marks the ending of a cycle and the birthing of another one, of a brand new one. And so to realize it, you know what, we really aren't winging it. It may seem to some that they are winging it, but in truth and actuality, Lance, it's really, it's an opportunity to really hone our divine skills, to really understand. We're really, up to this point, I think a lot of people believe that life was about finding themselves and finding their purpose. And it's not about that anymore. It's about creating ourselves and living on purpose. And whatever that purpose is, people used to say, okay, what should I be doing? I do sessions with people all over the world, and I have been for 30 years. And typically the first question is, Maureen, what should I be doing now? And I always say, what do you want to be doing now?
Right.
There are no shoulds. It's you're creating yourself. These energies are all about supporting the creation of your highest interests, your highest desires, as long as you are sincerely in alignment and in rapport and resonance with them. Because the old way was about, okay, how can I figure out what to do with my life? How do I figure out how to make money? How can I figure out the best way to compete with the people that are doing the same things that I'm doing? I mean, it was always like a fear-based, not in alignment way of approaching our precious lives. And basically, the sky, as they might say, is the limit, as long as we are in alignment, rapport, and resonance with it. And that goes for everything about our lives. We now can shape-shift anything from our health to our work to our relationships to anything, as long as we are in alignment, rapport, and resonance with it. And so now we get to, a lot of people say to me, well, how, I don't really know, what I can create or how do I go about that. And I always say, you know what, begin to create yourself like a painter paints a canvas. And the painter always has many colors to choose from and many ways to approach the picture, no different than each one of us. And as we evolve, we're going to find that one of the most empowering aspects of our evolution is our multidimensionality, and one of the finer points of being multidimensional is that we're really offered multiple points of perception, not a singular way of doing things in an accepted and logical manner as we were taught in the third dimension. But we have to learn how to unplug from singularity and third-dimensional logic, and we're going to have a blast working with these infinite potentials that we have for ourselves.
Well, now, you just mentioned multidimensionality, and I take it we're talking about we're all kind of fragmented soul, parts of the larger soul. And are there not other aspects of ourself in other times and other dimensions and other maybe parallel universes and so on and so forth that are parts of our own soul, larger soul, that are, how does that work?
Well, indeed that there is, and the thing that I'm actually coming to realize as I write and I do sessions and I do World Puja, all the things that I do is that I really feel that where we are right now, everything, all of those dimensions, this might be a little bit of a stretch, but all of those dimensions and all of those aspects of ourselves are really all inside of us. And our job, I believe, a part of our job in this lifetime, is to bring all the parts of ourselves, a lot that have splintered off, a lot that have fractured. You know, we can call them past lives, parallel lives, you know, whatever we choose to call it is what it becomes, quite frankly.
Right.
And it's about, oftentimes when I'm doing a session, I'm really taken up into a much higher perception of things, and I see this little tiny dot called, you know, the third dimensional Maureen or Lance or Jane or Joe or whatever, and it's almost funny to me because we really are like these little specks that have all of these branches into all of these other dimensions, you know, and places which we call our higher self that we have access to. So we can pull from all of these other dimensions that we have ourselves in and call it all in and access the wisdom, primarily the wisdom of the higher realms of our own consciousness and bring them into one unified whole place. And we are straddling dimensions right now. There's no doubt about it. And primarily what we're doing, and this is absolutely critical, as I mentioned earlier, is unplugging from the third dimensional, the third dimensional grid, really pulling ourselves out of anything that is limiting, any archaic patterns, particularly victim and martyr consciousness. I mean, it's like we do not have to limit ourselves by anything anymore. And it's our mortal minds that have created the biggest schism in our limiting ourselves. So we are able, you know, to kind of wrap up that thought, we're able to really pull on all of our higher self, wisdom, knowledge, information, all that we've acquired through eons and eons of time and experience, and bring it all together now, which is very cool. And then use that, all of that momentum and divine power to move forward and create and manifest whatever we so choose. Whatever we so choose. Play in the energies, because the energies are definitely here to play with you.
Well, now, are these energies manifesting in different forms, such as you know, the orbs and such that so many people are taking incredible pictures of, or is that one aspect of these energies that are coming in?
Well, you know, energy is energy. Everything is energy, right? And so energy shapes itself into all kinds of forms. It shapes itself into trees. It shapes itself into animals. It shapes itself into orbs, or, you know, how we see angels. It, you know, it shapeshifts everything. And the thing is what's really important is to understand that energy is malleable. And energy moves in the direction that we direct it. And that really, most importantly, goes to our thoughts. And if we use our thoughts to move energy properly, we can go into, like alchemists, we can transform anything. I always say, you know, that fear energy and love energy operate from the metal of the same coin. So which way are we going to flip it? And we have the opportunity to use